I'm Nora Moriarty. Welcome to Good Day LA at 4 a.m. The city of Malibu and its residents have been fighting long and hard to increase speed enforcement on PCH. A big legislative win happened Friday, and big changes are coming. Apple is trying to catch up with Samsung and Google Android phones by releasing a free software update to insert artificial intelligence into the iPhone 16. Today, volunteers, first responders, and members of the Pepperdine community gathered to plant nearly 3,000 flags into the ground, each flag representing a life lost on 9/11. Armed with buckets and these devices called reacher grabbers, hundreds of people flocked to the Santa Monica Pier today to volunteer at Heal the Bay's Coastal Cleanup Day. Actor Tom Holland is going viral after he rescued Zendaya from a swarm of paparazzi. Claire Sahana, Malibu saw its first rainfall last week since May, and we're expecting even more rain this week, starting today until Friday. But we are already seeing the effects of the first rain after the fires. Target is offering a Thanksgiving dinner to feed 4 people for $20, which it says is $5 less than a year ago. Malibu is so prone to wildfires largely due to dry brush. When dried out, this vegetation is a catalyst for wildfires. Claire Sahana, PCH Malibu's main access road has been closed for nearly 5 weeks, first due to active fires, then fire damage cleanup, and now due to dangerous conditions caused by recent rains.
But what's so dangerous is not only the smoke, but a lot of the houses in the Palisades were built in the 70s, meaning some of those buildings contain asbestos. So this air is very bad quality, very dangerous.
With the election now 28 days away, there's a mistake arriving on the ballots of Santa Monica and Malibu voters. We might not know the answers to all these props by tonight, but we do know that each of them will have implications for Californians. Gabrielle, Mary, moving into another project that you kind of spearheaded. Ground broke in September for the Mountain at Mullen. One volunteer I spoke to today told me this event not only saves the lives of the kids, but families too. Reporting from Surfrider Beach, I'm Nora Moriarty for Newswaves 32. I'll send it back to you. Ground broke in September for this project, and by this fall, that large hole in the ground will rise up to be a 7-floor parking structure to fit 800 cars. The city of Malibu and its residents have been fighting long and hard to increase speed enforcement on PCH. A big legislative win happened Friday, and big changes are coming.
This is a deadly stretch of road, and it has broken people.
Governor Gavin Newsom showed up in Malibu Friday to sign SB 1297, a bill that authorized 5 speed cameras to be installed along Pacific Coast Highway. Malibu Mayor Doug Stewart says the speed cameras are needed for PCH safety.
It's a major tool in the toolbox.
State Senator Ben Allen authored the bill and says speed cameras have proven effective.
We know people slow down when these programs are in place.
The cameras will run 24/7 with the intention to slow down drivers day and night.
I don't want people to get tickets. I want people to slow down.
There will be warning signs as you approach the camera.
No one's going to speed up when they see that speed cameras are coming.
The camera will then take a photo of the car's back license plate, protecting the driver's identity. The first time you speed, you'll get a warning. The second, a ticket. The consequence system is tiered. The higher the rate of speed, the higher the fine.
It'll get progressively more steep as people are driving more recklessly.
The owner of the car gets ticketed, not the driver. Drivers speeding 11 miles per hour over the limit will be fined at least $50, and those going 100 miles per hour or over face fines up to $500. Fines may be reduced based on the driver's income, and Stewart says paying these high fines should slow people down.
It doesn't take long for people to change their way if they get some tickets for this.
Now that the bill has been signed, responsibility falls on the city to implement it. Malibu officials will determine the location of the cameras based on an impact report, which will show the deadliest stretches of PCH and the areas where speeding is most frequent. Stewart stressed that the city is the sole funder of the project.
The city of Malibu pays for this. This isn't, even though it's a state highway, nobody's funding this for us.
And it's expensive. Installation and operation of the cameras is expected to cost $2 to $3 million. But this is a price the council says they are willing to pay.
It's our investment in hoping to make PCH safer.
Stewart says money generated from tickets will never be cost beneficial to the city or state, emphasizing the cameras are not meant to generate revenue.
I think we would be thrilled if we didn't get one ticket written. That would be our objective. That means that people have slowed down.
The ultimate goal, to prevent speed-related accidents.
We want to make people slow down, think about their speed, and realize this is not a raceway.
The bill goes into effect January 1st, and those speed cameras should be installed within the first or second quarter of 2025. Reporting from Civic Center Way, I'm Nora Moriarty for Newswaves 32. I'll send it back to you. Gabrielle Mary, spirits are high and so are the tides. The King Tides arrived here in Malibu this weekend, and this special event is teaching kids the natural high of surfing. Take a look. 16-year-old Jayla Haynes has autism and limited verbal skills. But in the ocean, she's empowered. On Saturday, Walk on Water hosted one of their annual events at Surfrider Beach. Jeff Marsh, known to the community as Swampy, says the surf therapy program makes a remarkable impact.
And we have surf therapists that basically bring to the kids the transformative and healing powers of the ocean.
Jayla's older sister, Jasmine, says this event is a pleasant escape from a sometimes cruel world.
They're judged based off of their disabilities.
Teaching Jayla that despite her disabilities, she and every kid with special needs can.
They can surf or they can be out in the ocean.
Surf therapist Justin DeMoss says that is his favorite part.
The chance to overcome something they never thought was possible and show them that they can do anything they put their mind to.
Kids are suited up into wetsuits, trained on the board by their surf therapist, then they head out into the water. Some kids enjoy the calm of the ocean water and sea life. Others experience the thrill of riding waves. As for Jayla, she did a little bit of both. Her sister says that just being in the water brings her peace.
The water calms her.
Swampy says the most fulfilling part of it all, the impact on kids and their families.
I was on the beach and I looked over and there was a guy next to me, a dad, and he was crying. And I just said, "Are you okay?" And he said, "I just had my first ever conversation with my son. He's nonverbal." And that kind of, you can tell, it still gets me today.
One volunteer I spoke to today told me this event not only saves the lives of the kids, but families too. Reporting from Surfrider Beach, I'm Nora Moriarty for Newswaves 32. I'll send it back to you. One of the darkest days in America's history is remembered in a beautiful but solemn way here at Alumni Park. Today, volunteers, first responders, and members of the Pepperdine community gathered to plant nearly 3,000 flags into the ground, each flag representing a life lost on 9/11. I spoke to one of the first responders that was at Ground Zero that tragic day.
I'm so proud of this. My name is Richard Wilt with the NYPD. I'm a retired sergeant. I retired in 2019.
It's a crazy day.
I lost a lot of friends and police officers I supervised, and I feel like I am in touch with them today. That day, I was out getting breakfast, and over the radio came a plane hit the World Trade Center. I didn't believe it. I didn't think it was true. I ran back to my command, and a second plane had hit. They were mobilizing all of the NYPD cops to Lower Manhattan. I ended up going down there after the second building fell. I hope to never see that again. Just fires everywhere out of the construction. A car that was down there, it was a brand new car we had, and there was dust everywhere in the vents, the air conditioning vents. There was people's names with their names on memo pads stuck in the dashboard of the fenders, like from the office, their desks, and they had names on them.
I hope I live.
I remember that day walking around Lower Manhattan, we were putting place cards up and pictures of loved ones. You know, it was, I'm feeling that here today. I'm feeling all my friends and co-workers that I lost. I've been to 9/11 Memorial down at the World Trade Center. It's awesome. But this has a feeling with the flags and the love and the remembrance of people that passed, that, you know, they're not forgotten.
These flags will be on display until September 27th, and tomorrow, the 23rd anniversary of 9/11, Pepperdine will be holding a remembrance ceremony here at Alumni Park at 9 a.m. For now, I'll send it back to you. I'm Nora Moriarty. Welcome to Good Day LA at 4 a.m. Let's take a look at some of the stories we are working on. Breaking news at 5, a scandal involving a top official inside the LA mayor's office. The suspect accused of killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson will appear in a Pennsylvania courtroom later today. Luigi Mangione faces forgery and firearms charges linked to the killing. The first-degree murder charge in New York could mean life in prison without parole if convicted. Guy Fawkes over a parking lot fire in LA's Mid-City neighborhood that left several cars in flames this afternoon. Actor Tom Holland is going viral after he rescued Zendaya from a swarm of paparazzi. Target is offering a Thanksgiving dinner to feed 4 people for $20, which it says is $5 less than a year ago. Freddie Freeman hitting a home run for the 3rd straight game. The Dodgers won 4-2. The boys in blue hold a commanding 3-0 series lead and can clinch the franchise's 8th World Championship with a win in Game 4 today. First pitch is at 5:08 p.m. And of course, we have to include a pet picture. Look at this dog showing off their blue spirit. So cute. Back out to sea. Little Doom residents take action after a young gray whale beached itself. Good evening, I'm Nora Moriarty. Days of relentless rain leaves Malibu a mess. Good evening, I'm Nora Moriarty. Beaches in Long Beach closed due to a 5 million gallon sewage spill and an intense encounter for runners in Malibu. We have answers about the glowing orb you may have seen in last night's sky. SpaceX launched a rocket around 7:30 p.m. from Vandenberg Space Force Base in Santa Barbara County. Have a great night.